everybody, it's your girl Maddie from Top Rope Squishy bringing you the Dynamite recap.
Yay!
Yeah! So let's get started. AEW started the night off with the 8-man tourney. Whoever wins this tourney is going to go up against each other at Full Gear. And who did they start with? Wardlow versus Jungle Boy. So it took Jungle Boy a lot of work to get Wardlow down on the ground. I mean, he was trying, but Wardlow would not go down. Wardlow tossed JB around like he was a sack of potatoes. JB though hit Wardlow with a counter Hurricanrana off the top rope, then a backstabber and a double knee off the top rope, but he still could not pin Wardlow. At one point, they ended up outside the ring, and Wardlow did a F10 from the outside of the ring to the inside of the ring. Then he went inside and did it again, and he pinned Jungle Boy, and now he's moving on to round 2. Woo for Wardlow. I am so happy Wardlow won. Who was next? Kenny Omega. He came out as the cleaner. Officially supposed to go up against Joey Janela, who is quarantined due to being next to someone who tested positive for COVID. So who stood in for him? His good friend and tag partner, Sonny Kiss. But people, this was an ultimate squash match. It was definitely just something that happened to move Kenny's character forward, but it was literally a V-trigger and a one-winged angel, and Sonny was pinned and it was over. I believe that Kenny's entrance was longer than the match. Even still, I'm excited to see more of Kenny Omega, so Kenny Omega moves to round 2. Then, what I consider to be the match of the night. The Lucha Brothers, Penta versus Fenix. I could just leave it right there. I literally don't have to say anymore, but I will. So let's get into it. This match was amazing. They did not disappoint. I think Twitter went crazy before the match happened, during the match, and after the match. It's been talked about non-stop because even though these guys are brothers, and even though they know each other's moves, and yes, there was a lot of counters, they pulled no punches. They literally went so hard at each other. They slapped the souls out of each other. They threw each other all over the place. I mean, Rey Fenix has the most beautiful tornado that I have ever seen. Isaiah Cassidy has a nice one too, but Rey Fenix's tornado is absolutely flawless. Then you have Penta, who has one of the most beautiful sling blade moves. Holy moly. Penta ended up doing a crazy bomb on power bomb on Fenix, but there was no pin. There was a beautiful high flying Spanish fly off the top rope from Fenix to Penta, but there was no pin. And then at the end, Fenix pulled a counter Canadian Destroyer on his brother Penta and pinned him, and Rey Fenix is moving to round 2 against Kenny Omega. We had Colt Cabana versus Hangman Adam Page. This was not one-sided at all. I thought that Hangman Adam Page was gonna dominate, and don't get me wrong, his moves are brutal, but Colt Cabana definitely gave Hangman Page a bunch of elbows. He definitely ate all of those. They went inside the ring, they went outside of the ring. At one point though, it looked like Page might have gotten hurt. He fell really awkwardly on the apron, but he picked himself up and managed to continue the match. At one point he went to get Colt Cabana and tried to throw him on top of the table, but the ref interjected, and inside the ring, after they went at it a little bit more, Colt Cabana actually tried to pull the Superman pin on Page, but it did not go, and Page had a few buckshot lariat fail attempts, but in the end it was a buckshot lariat that got Colt Cabana down, and it got Page the pin. So it will be Wardlow versus Page. Jesus, that's gonna be a crazy match. I can't wait. Then we had Britt Baker versus Kylie King. So Kylie King got off a few moves in the beginning and throughout, but Britt Baker was definitely dominating this match. Kylie King just could not get one over on Britt Baker, and in the end, Britt Baker did a fisherman neck breaker and her classic move, the lockjaw, which ended up having Kylie quickly tap out, and it was Britt Baker for the win. And finally, the four-way tag team tourney to see which tag team is going to go up against FTR at Full Gear. We had Young Bucks, Butcher and the Blade, Private Party, and Dark Order's Silver and Reynolds. So, right up the front, right in the beginning, we all knew that Young Bucks was going to win. Obviously, they have had a history with FTR. I think that predates AEW. So this was coming. No one was surprised that the Young Bucks won, and I'm okay with that. I also want to see the conclusion to this, but it was insane in and out of the ring. So Young Bucks ended the way that they started, dominating. They came in, they beat people up, then they left, and they only kept jumping into the ring to break up pins. And in the end, of course, they came in and won. But in between that match, we saw Private Party get their silly string out. Dark Order did their 5-move combo on Private Party. Silver took everybody outside and inside the ring out. Mark Quinn had a beautiful shooting star press, and Isaiah was comboed outside the ring by Butcher and the Blade. But in the end, it was Isaiah Cassidy that got pinned by Matt Jackson, and it would be Young Bucks going up against FTR at Full Gear. No surprise there. Amazing, amazing tag team tourney. If you didn't catch it, you definitely should watch it. But that is the end of my recap. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, please once again follow me on Twitter at Top Rope Squishy. And if you don't already, please subscribe, like, and comment below. And that is it, people. I am out. Maddie